Yesterday, thousands of people took to the streets in Madrid and Barcelona in Spain to mark the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. Protesters, many of who wore purple, marched down Madrid city centre last evening carrying banners and chanting "No is no, anything else is rape" and "We women are not goods." Today in this video, we take a quick look at what prompted people to march in streets, raising slogans and highlighting gender-based violence in Spain. But before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to One India. Spanish authorities did not take into account fatalities caused due to gender-based violence in their crime data. It was only in 2003 that they began to include such figures in their database. Since 2003, 1,171 women have died as a result of gender-based violence in Spain, according to the Ministry of Equality. This year alone, 38 women have died on account of gender-based violence so far. And these are the documented ones. The undocumented incidents might increase the tally to more. Now, behind this protest is a landmark law passed by Spain in August this year that was supposed to make consent the most important factor in a relationship or in a sexual act. The act allowed the victims of sexual violence to prosecute their attackers on the grounds of lack of consent. The name of this law was the Guarantee of Sexual Freedom, or Only Yes Means Yes law. This law was supposed to erase the difference between abuse and assault. No woman was required to prove that violence or intimidation was involved in order for it to be considered a sexual assault. Consent was to be only deemed when it was freely manifested through actions that, in accordance with the circumstances, clearly expressed the person's wishes. The law was passed after the Manada or wolf pack case that had created uproar in Spain. In 2016, 5 men had gang raped an 18-year-old girl in Pamplona during the famous running of the Bulls festival. Some of them filmed it on their phones. The woman's phone was also stolen and she was found reportedly in a distraught state. They sent the video around their WhatsApp chat group called La Manada, that translates to the wolf pack, hence the name La Manada or the wolf pack case. The men were found guilty of a lesser sexual abuse charge and were granted just 9 years of jail sentences. The court had refused to convict them for rape, saying neither violence nor intimidation was used. Consent had emerged as the major issue in the case, as the defendant's legal team had argued that the victim did not say no while the act was being carried out. Following the verdict, Spain had witnessed a huge backlash on social media and thousands of people had taken to streets to register their protest. The Supreme Court of Spain had overturned the verdict in 2019 and had then charged all 5 accused of rape, along with increasing their sentences from 9 to 15 years each. But if the law is so expansive in its intent and delivery, why are women protesting? It is because of a certain loophole in this historic law, which although classifies any non-consensual sex as rape, but also sets lighter minimum sentences for certain sexual crime. Due to the loophole, at least 11 convicted sexual abusers have had their prison terms reduced and 5 men have even been released from prison. And what is this loophole exactly here? This one. The Spanish Criminal Code states that when a new law is introduced, new sentences contained within it can be retroactively applied to convicted criminals if they stand to benefit. So, in some cases, lawyers have argued that the new law established lower minimum sentences and that the original sentences should therefore be reduced. And the loopholes, as I mentioned earlier, have led to early release of convicted sexual offenders. And this has angered women across Spain. We hope you would like this new video. Thank you so much for watching.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.